Hi, now we are going to discuss about list and list functions and list methods in Python. Now I'm going to create a list without any data. So how do we create a list in Python is just name it, say my list is equal to, we have to keep the square brackets. So the list of elements should be placed within the square bracket. So that is the syntax that we should follow. Now if I run this and if I check the type of this variable, it will say it is a list because I just assigned empty square brackets which create a list. Now let us create the list with some values. So list can have a number or string or boolean value or float value, anything, because it is list can have a heterogeneous element. There is no need of creating the list with each and every type individually, because in Python it doesn't care about what data type it is. It will handle it according to the data type whatever it is. Okay, so the list, I can create a list with multiple informations. Let's say info is equal to, within the square bracket I say Python, it's a string, and I say false, true or false is the boolean value, some number 10 and say 100.5. All those things is different data types. So I have created the list. Let's print the list. List of element will be created as it is. So now we are going to discuss about how do I access the element from the list. So we have to pass the index value, because list stores the element as a index based. If I pass the index start from 0, the first element will be returned. If I pass 0, then this is index 1, index 2, index 3. Accordingly, it will be returning the values. In case if you want to get the last element, we can go with -1. So this is -1, -2, -3, -4. If you want to come from right to left, it is -1, -2, -3. If you want to go from left to right, it's 0, 1, 2, 3 for the indexing list. Okay, now let us discuss about some of the functions. For that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a one list with the numbers to understand all the functions. Randomly, I'm typing some numbers. Okay, now let's check the length of the numbers. Length of the list. It says it has 9 elements, and minimum value in my list. Minimum value in my list is 1, and maximum value in my list is 56. And sum of all those value, the sum function is used to sum all the elements. If all are numbers, then we can use the sum functions. If you have the mixed character, then we cannot use the sum function and minimum function, maximum functions. Okay, so these are the sum functions that we will be using it, and this is the indexing operations in the list. Now let us discuss about what are the methods are available in the list. So I have a one list created with the name of nums. So try to give like dir of nums will return all the methods are available for this list. So I will print them so that I will get it in horizontally printed. I got these are the methods which are available in the list, then I can work on it. So this method which starts with underscore underscore and name of the method and underscore underscore are special method that we will be discussing when we are covering the object oriented programming. So we will be focusing on this method which will be used on top of the list. So list is mutable object. So once we created the list, we can able to add the value, remove the value, and insert a value. We can do all sort the list, all those things we can do that. For that, what I'm going to create, I'm just creating one small list with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and try to print the list. Now, if I want to access the element, already we have know, like if I pass the index value, I get the value returned. But if I want to add the values, there are two methods which is used to add the values at the end of the list. The first one is the append. So what append does, append function is used to add only one value at the end of the list. So if I pass 6 and if I print the nums, I see 6 got added because I appended 6 along with the existing list with 1 to 5. Okay, now if I try to add more than one value by using the appends, I'll get the error. If I want to add 7, 8, then I'll get the error saying that append function can take only one value but 2 is given. It cannot handle more than one. So it says append takes exactly one argument, but 2 is given. So if I pass this as a single element by making them as a small list, as per the count, it is only one because I am passing the one small list. But will it work? Yes, it will work. But the thing is that it will add both 7, 8 as a small list in the end of the list. It will not add 7 as a one element and 8 as a another element. It will add both as a single elements. Let's run this. And if I try to print, you see the last value is added as a small list with 7, 8. How do I confirm? Try to access the last element in the list. It is 7, 8. It is not adding 7 as individual element and 8 as individual element. So append function is used to add one value at a time. Even if you are passing the list or anything, it will add all together as a single element. Now, if I want to add multiple values, what should I do? There is one other method called extend method. Now let's discuss about extend method. Extend method also can take only one argument, but that can be a list and all those things. Now if I pass multiple things, say 9, 10, 11, you will be getting the 9 added in one index, 10 added in one index, and 11 added in the another index as individual elements. Let's print it. You see, it has not added as a single list. It is added as an individual element. That is the difference between the append and extend. Now let's check what is the last element I have, 11, because it is added as an individual element. So the append and extend method is used to add the element at the end of the list. Okay, what should I do if I want to add anywhere else in the list? I want to add in the beginning or in somewhere in the middle. Can we add it? Yes, we have a method called insert method. So by using the insert method, how the insert method works is it takes two values. One is where do you want to add and what do you want to add. So where means on which index I have to place these new values. For example, here, say for example, if I want to add in the beginning, at the beginning the index is 0. On index 0, I want to add, let's say I want to add something like 100. Now if I run this, I see 100 added in the beginning and all the values will be moved one level right side because I inserted one new value in the beginning. Now, if I want to add something in between, let's say I want to add between 5 to 6, I want to add 5.5. How do I add it? So what is the index value of this position where you want to place the value called 5.5? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On 6th index, so you can use nums.insert of. On 6th index, I want to add 5.5. Now run this. You will see 5.5 has been added between 5 to 6 because I have mentioned the index position where exactly that I want to add this value. So this is how the insert works. We know append, extend and insert. Now let us discuss about how do I remove a value. There are two functions is used to remove the value. One is remove function, another one is pop function. Remove function will take the value which you want to remove it. So if the value is present, it will be removed. Let's say I want to remove the value called 4. It will remove the value 4. This might have got removed. Let's run the nums now. So we got 4 got removed because we used remove function. We passed the value 4 that we want to remove. It has been removed. Now the another one method available for removing is pop method. The pop method will take the index value. If I am running without passing any index value to the pop, the last value will be removed. The pop will remove the last value by default. Also, it returns what was there at the last and it got removed. Now, if I run this, I will not see 11 because it was removed. Then, if I pass the index value, so let's pass the index of, say, see the index of this. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is the index where I have the small is 7, 8. If I give the index, it will not look for the value as 7. Whatever the value is present on 7th index will be removed because pop will work on top of index. It says, hey, I found 7, 8 in the 7th index, so it got removed. Now if I print the list, I see without 7, 8. So we know append, extend and insert to add the values and pop and remove to remove the values. The next thing is sorting it. So it is in the unsorted way. If I want to sort it, before I sort it, let's go with the reverse method. So reverse is nothing but it will just reverse it without doing any sorting operation. So I'm starting with 100, 1, 2, 3 and up to 9, 10. If I reverse it, it will come from 10, 9, 6 in the reverse order. It will be printing it. Now if I print my num, you see, it is reversed as it is. That is what reverse function does. But if I go with sort method, what sort does, by default, it will be sorting in the ascending order. Small number to the big numbers. Now let's run this. 1, 2, 3 up to 100, it gets sorted. Now if I want to sort it in the reverse order, then I need to say nums.sort. In this sort, I have to pass the value reverse equal to true. By default, reverse is equal to false. But if I want to sort it in the reverse order, I need to say reverse equal to true. Now if I print my list, I see it has sorted in the reverse order. Okay, so in the descending order. So we know append, extend, insert, remove, pop, sort, reverse, and the two other functions are index and count. What is index? So if I want to get the index of the particular value, so I want to know the index of number 5. It will say, hey, index of 5 is itself 5 because 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I want to say index of 5.5, it will say 4 because on 4th index it is there. The other one is count. Count is nothing but if I want to know the how many times number 6 is there. All the values are there only once. For example, if you have multiple times a particular value present, it will say how many times it is present. So that is how the count works. That another one is clear function. What clear function is, it will clear entire list and it will convert as a empty list because we are clearing everything. After I perform the clear function, I see everything got clear. So we discussed all of them. Only one is the copy function. Copy function is discussed in the separate video in very clear manner because copy, we have a shallow copy and deep copy. That is a different video is uploaded in this channel. I request you to watch on those videos. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. If you like this is very useful one, then I request you to subscribe the channels. Thank you guys.